Hi friends, MD Vegan. A celery salad today and a celery root I have. This is the lower part of the celery. Most people know the stalks, maybe they grow from this root, and here it's like a carrot, like a parsley. They are all the same family, root vegetables they are called, and they have amazing health benefits. High in fiber, that means very good for digestion and helps a lot also with certain antioxidant that are only in fiber. So high fiber is very important, and it's super high. It's an outstanding source for vitamin B, vitamin C, vitamin K for the bones, for the heart, and it's antioxidant. So huge health benefits, you know, and highly recommended. And it's very inexpensive, and you can do these things. You see, I just cut into stripes to get it for the grater, ready for the grater. Even the skin, yeah, if you wash it with a brush, there's no problem. Yeah, you can leave the skin on. Just brush it with a veggie brush. Here, this is the skin typically after washing. You see, that's okay. Nothing wrong with it. Some might be some hairy parts. You take it up, some small roots, you know, that you cut it off with a small knife, and then I put it into the food processor here, and this is usually fitting the S blade, but this is not good for the root vegetables to grate them. And this is here a blade with coarse and fine grating. This is fine grating. This is coarse grating. And I have another one for this. This is an apple, and for the apple I will use the coarse one because the apple gets a little bit too mushy. Yeah? If you grate it with a fine one, usually, if you don't want to have something special. But here, for the celery, I tried it with a coarse blade. It doesn't work. I mean, you can eat it, but it's not so nice. It's a little bit firm to chew. It has to be finely grated. So I put the fine grade blade on top to begin with the grating of the celery root. And I'll show you in a moment. It takes almost no time to do that. Yeah? That's why I love these food processors so much. It saves so much time. It's wonderful for the kitchen, especially if you have many people. Otherwise, you can also take a grater here. You see it in a grater with a hand grater. Yeah, this is a hand grater, and this is the coarse blade only. Yeah. So I don't know if I could do it with this one at all. Maybe there are other graters. There certainly will be with a hand. We don't have a food processor. You can use the other one. It should be the fine grater, definitely. Otherwise, to me, it wasn't nice. I would never serve that to people with it when it is not finely grated. So, celery salad, let's go. So it's done, you know. If you have the grater blade on, you have sometimes you have on top here some of the pieces that remain ungrated, but you can eat it like that, no problem. I put it aside for a moment. To change the blade, I have to turn it around for the apple. And here I show you the celery now. This is the finely grated celery, you see? This is what I have. And this is what it should look like. It's very light now and juicy. And this root needs to be juicy. Yeah? Otherwise, it's too much resistance. It is not really nice to chew on the little pieces if they are not finely grated. That's different with a carrot and a beet. A beet and a carrot, I can also grate it with a coarse blade. That's no problem. They are different. They are crunchy. But the celery root is more soft, a little bit chewy, and that doesn't work somehow. Yeah. So now I turn it around so the coarse blade is on top for the apple. And that is even easier to put that aside. My apple here. Show you how I do it. I just wash the apple, you see? Whole apple. Half, quarter, and just cut away the dirty parts. And then I halve the quarters again, so it's eighth. just cut out the dirty parts. And this is so easy to prepare an apple for grating. Just the dirty parts on the sides, very easy. And then you have these pieces, these eighth parts. And you can use the core, you can use as long as it's healthy. When there is a worm or so, you cut it out without hurting the little guy, of course, and bring it to the garden. And they can also be mold. Then you take it out. But the rest of the apple is perfectly well. Even when there's mold in the core, you can cut the core out. It's like a house. It's built. It's safe. The mold doesn't go into the apple. It's just contained in the core. Of course, I like the cores because they are so nutritious. Just put the apple now, same soup, into the processor. That's where I cut them, and off we go. This is even easier than grating the celery root here. See, that's what the apple looks like when it's grated. And that's here. This is perfect. Now I put it all together. I love these root salads. They are so easy to make. Very available. You get them everywhere around the year. Usually the celery root comes from Eastern Europe, south, and you can find it all over the planet now. And it's usually it's in April or so. In summer you have it in the garden, but it is available all of the year now, everywhere. Celery is always a staple in all the shops. They use it for soups, to make a broth. Celery is a classic, the root, and of course it's super healthy when it's raw, especially because of the vitamin C. Some of the vitamins are heat is detrimental to these vitamins. C, for example, is easily destroyed by heat. So if you cook the celery, you lose a part of the vitamin C. That's pity. And here raw, and it's delicious. It's amazing. You don't need to worry about celery. Does it taste raw? Grated like this with the apple, and I have an onion here. Small. Cut the onion in small pieces, chop it up, and a handful of walnuts, and you have the most wonderful dish. In minutes. It's so easy. Of course, a dressing is recommended. I would not eat it like that. A dressing is necessary. Carrot salad is very easy. Just a little bit of lemon juice, and you have it ready. Similar with a red beet juice, grated red beet salad. I would also use a dressing a little bit more with the beet. A carrot is the easiest one. Beet is the second easiest one, and this one has a little bit more to observe, like the fine gratings. One step you have to do extra as compared to carrots and beets, and the dressing, I would say. But the dressing is all worth it. It's horseradish cream. It's so delicious, I love it. And horseradish is wonderful. I have a dressing video for this one. It's linked under this video, so you don't know how to make it. You just watch the video. It's easy. I can explain. A handful of cashews, a piece of horseradish, and it's also a root. It's like kale. It's a similar family. It has super high in these anti-cancer fighting enzymes that you need so much. The broccoli, for example, is the same family. Broccoli, cauliflower, horseradish. But horseradish grows under the earth. It's a root, where broccoli and cauliflower are above the earth, and kale. But it's the same family. It has this same super efficient enzyme. One of the healthiest enzymes we have, because it's not exactly an enzyme, but it needs an enzyme to be activated. It's a little complicated story. So better we eat it raw. And the horseradish has it. And it's a wonderful flavor. And it's very nice, very available. It's very easy to get. A classic for many dressings. It's just cashews, horseradish, I guess a little bit of apple cider vinegar and salt, or so. You can look it up. Cashews, let me think. Cashews, apple cider vinegar, dates, salt, horseradish, and water. 5 ingredients plus the water, and you're done. You blend it nicely, and then you have it. It's so easy. The measurements is not so important. I take a good chunk of horseradish. It's very hot. You don't take too much. See this creaminess. Half of the glass. Yeah, that's here, almost half of the glass. A little more to make it, and I'm done. Yeah? I just toss it. You don't need to see that it's very easy. There's no problem tossing this one. Very easy, and then I enjoy. And I hope you enjoy too. Thanks for watching. If you like, give me a thumbs up, like my video, and subscribe. MD Vegan on YouTube. Have another recipe every single day. Right now, I made a little bit of series with root salads like beet, carrot, celery, the dressing, the corning, and so on. This is right now going on, and of course, every other day I make a sweet, like a fruit salad or something, or smoothies or juices once a week. So you'll find everything there on YouTube, MD Vegan. 1,000 recipe right now. I do it every day, and you can also find me on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and Twitter. I hope to see you soon.